friends. Wow, I really am just the wall. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since Derek Chauvin, the officer that killed George Floyd, was found guilty. And since that time, we've heard a lot about justice. Now, I want to make it clear, it's definitely good news that the officer was found guilty. That's accountability. But the issue of police violence goes much deeper. Real talk, it's like an even deadlier iceberg, okay? Over 1,500 people died on the Titanic, while about 1,000 people are killed by cops every year. That's right, if you thought Jack drowning and dying while Rose was on the raft was unfair, just wait until you hear about the inequality and who gets shot. Bing! So let's talk about the concept of defund the police. We've heard it a lot, but what does it actually mean? It can be hard to get why the entire police system is bad. I mean, especially when cops are often depicted as heroes, like on Law & Order, Chicago PD, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, who would root for these guys to lose? Andy Samberg? You want to defund that lovable face? But the truth is, the police system is rooted in a very racist history. I mean, the first police in the American South were slave patrols. They were designed to help slave owners punish black slaves and control Native Americans. Many experts say that even when slavery was abolished, modern police use the same tactics to uphold racist Jim Crow laws. So even if an individual police officer is doing everything right, the entire system was built on racism. So one way to address this is to rebuild the system and reallocate where we put money. Because real talk, right now, police are called on to do way too many things. Cat stuck in a tree? Call the police. Fender bender? Call the police! Your neighbor's rave music is too loud, and also they didn't invite you, even though I invited you to my potluck, Bob? Call the police. The truth is, in major cities, police only spend about 4% of their times handling violent crimes. 4%! Is that not mind-blowing? Yeah, and the other 96% of the time is spent turning off their body cams. I'm sorry, this is a little late with Lily saying, did you think we were not gonna spit the facts? And despite all of these facts, violent crime is mostly what we train cops for. So when we say defund the police, what we're saying is take some of that money away from the police and put it towards other specialized response teams. That way, cops could respond to situations that actually require cops. And other trained workers can handle situations they're specialized in. And it makes sense because no person can do every job, except for Harry Styles and Barbie. You see, because in this new system, if someone was having a heroin overdose or a schizophrenic episode, a specialized team that knows how to respond to that situation, they could be sent instead of the police. Lives could literally be saved. And on top of that, we could stop treating things like drug addiction and mental health as crimes. Okay, so real talk, I might be saying this and all you're thinking in your mind is, but The Purge. You're thinking, wait, isn't that the movie where for one day they get rid of the cops and all the laws and everyone goes around killing each other and it's chaos? I want to make it clear, I don't want that, okay? Where would I even find a creepy mask? Is Spirit Halloween even open? No. Well, the good news, programs like this are already working across the US. Eugene, Oregon has had a similar program for 31 years called Cahoots. What happens is trained crisis teams are sent out to deal with drug-related or mental health episodes. Last year, it only cost about 2% of the annual budget, but they responded to about 17% of police calls. That's a better return on investment than anything you see on Shark Tank. Okay, Mark Cuban, I'm just saying, scoop this up. It was so successful that they're now working with other cities like New York and LA to come up with similar programs. And so far, there have been no purges. Yay, yes! I mean, yo, this could be a game changer. A study from the Washington Post says that in 2015, about a quarter of the people killed by cops suffered from mental illness. So by moving away from a broken police system, lives are actually being saved. So yes, it's good when guilty cops are convicted, but it will not solve the problem. Since Derek Chauvin's conviction, there have already been other instances of police brutality against people of color that have sparked outrage. Which means unless we change the entire system, history is doomed to repeat itself. So yo, it's time to defund the police. Thanks so much for watching this clip, and thank you even more for supporting The Underdog. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you can click right over there. For more clips just like this one that are hilarious, you can click right over there. Hopefully, if someone did their job, those things are there. We'll see.